Today I'm here to talk about the solo leveling manhwa, the first ever manhwa I ever read, and oh my god, the Koreans have got it right because my god, this looks incredible. The solo leveling manhwa has some of the coolest fucking panels I've ever seen. Like, my god, it's really damn good. But, just because it has good art doesn't mean it's a good manhwa. Although, solo leveling is pretty damn nice. Now, I actually initially started watching the anime. I watched like 4 episodes and then I got into Fallout because the anime reminded me of Fallout, and then I started playing Fallout New Vegas, and then I went down a spiral of addiction. But I continued reading the manhwa. And yeah, man, the manhwa is pretty nice. Now, I will say straight off the bat, it's not one of the greatest things I've ever read. It's not like, oh my god, this is peak storytelling, this is peak writing, everything about this is peak fiction. It's none of that bullshit. It looks great. It looks absolutely fucking fantastic. Every other, like, you keep reading the manhwa and you just take a screenshot and you have a wallpaper. Like, I feel like you don't even need to have solo leveling fan art because literally every cool moment you can just screenshot it and boom, you just have a wallpaper for you. But yeah, I will say it looks incredible. Way better than anything I've ever read. No manga I've read is this good looking. But then again, it's a manhwa, it's not a manga, so I'm not going to do the comparisons. The story of solo leveling is not that great. Now, here's the thing, there's a lot of characters in solo leveling, and every character except the main character basically fade into irrelevancy. Like, they do not have any relevance as the story goes on. It reaches a point where you can't even have like a supposed favorite character, because literally the only character who's given focus is our main character, and you kind of have no option but to like him because he's like the main character, right? I will say though, my favorite character is Igris. Technically he's not like a character, but he is a character. I will say he is a character. Igris the Knight is my favorite. I absolutely love him. I love him from the moment I saw his first appearance when he fought Jin. It's Jinu. I always thought it was Jinwoo, but I guess the W is silent. Yeah, so ever since he fought Jinu, I was like, oh my god, he's so cool. And I was so happy that he is actually a prominent part of like the Shadow Army. It makes me happy. If you haven't read the manhwa, you should. I would say you can finish this manhwa in like a few hours because it's so weird. It's actually set in a vertical format. So like, it's easy to read on the phone. It's like a webtoon, I guess. Like, it's easy to read on the phone, so you can just keep scrolling. And it's not one of those where you have to pay attention to everything because there's a bigger plot happening. It tries to do that, it doesn't succeed. It's literally just, you can just switch off your brain. This is basically one of those things where it's like, oh, I want to read something but I don't want to use my brain for it, but I still want to enjoy reading it. I would say solo leveling, right? Just switch off your brain, read something, watch some really good art. Some of the fights are great, and because it's like in the manhwa format where it's like you can scroll up to down, so it's like, as the fight's happening you keep scrolling to see more, and you're like, oh my god, this is incredible. But yeah, I think all that is great. The story is okay. It's not the best, it's also not the worst, it's very mid. It's just this one guy becomes overpowered, and it reaches a point where, unfortunately, it reaches a point where he's so overpowered that you're just like, why do you even bother introducing other characters, because we know he's just gonna kill all of them in the end. So that's there. But yeah, I think the villains are really cool. I think the fights are really cool. It's basically one of those mangas where it's like, you have fun while reading it, but it's not something you're gonna be like, this is the greatest thing ever. Unless this is all you read, then you're probably gonna consider this the greatest. It's really nice. It's really nice. The anime, I did watch the anime after I finished reading the manhwa, just to see how it compares. And apparently the studio said that as he levels up, we're going to increase the animation, which I hope is true, because the only good fight in the anime, at least even if I'm trying to compare it to the manhwa, was like Igris versus Jinu, and even that kind of looked bland in the anime. But I believe the studio. I'm sure they'll increase the animation. If they don't, I don't care. I've read the manhwa. It's pretty nice. Solo leveling's been around for a while. I heard about it long back, like a while back from a friend where they were like, "Oh, you should read Korean mangas. They're called manhwas." And I was like, "I am just getting into mangas. I don't think I'm going to switch." And still not switching. I'm not a big fan of manhwas, so to speak. I just wanted to check out Solo Leveling because I basically dropped the anime, and I was like, you know what? I heard it's good. I might as well read it. And yeah, I think it is worth reading. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. If I had to rate it, it's probably like a 7. It's not, it's there, it's not one of the best things, but if you like good art, if you want a wallpaper every few minutes, I would say go read Solo Leveling. It's pretty damn good. But anyway, that's it for my review. Hope you guys had a good day. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.